I'm just going to do a quick talk about skiing on Independence Day this week on the Ski Rex Media Podcast. How we doing, everybody? Tim from Ski Rex Media once again on this Wednesday before the 4th of July holiday here in the United States. That's right, I'm taking our July holiday, the United States, and I'm talking about it on our neighbor to the north, the Canadians' holiday in July. July 1st being Canada Day, as you may or may not know. Enjoy that, my Canadian brothers and sisters. I'm not 100% sure how you celebrate. I'm not even 100% sure of the origins of Canada Day. Like, I kind of get it, the coming together of the three original provinces back in the 1860s, maybe. It's about been 140 years, maybe. Is that right? I'm not 100% sure if that's right, and because my computer's now doing 3 or 4 different things and my phone's on the other side of the room, I'm not going to look it up. I'll look it up afterwards. Pardon the drink. Now, but today, so I can't obviously talk that much about Canada Day or skiing on Canada Day, but the same things would apply if you are into it. Why does skiing on Independence Day mean anything? Or why do I think it means something? Or does it really mean something and I just think it would be cool? And I think that's actually more accurate, is that I think it would be cool. So here's what it comes down to. Skiing on the 4th of July, it's not an American dream. I just used that for the thumbnail. I thought it would be fun. Or maybe it is for some Americans. I don't know. But no, I always thought it would be cool. Why? Because July is the dead of summer for the United States, as well as anybody on the same, around the world who, is on the same level as the United States on a map, who share similar climates as we do. And then, we all know how climate works. It's different all over the country. There's places that see summer damn near all year, or what we would call summer, like here in Vermont in the, December through February, it's balls cold. And then it's, it's kind of hot now. Well, it's been nice the last couple of days, but it's kind of hot. So we don't always get to have snow in the summer, obviously. But some places do. Some places out west are high enough. They got look at that, so high my arm goes out of the screen for those who are watching the video version and not just listening to the audio version. People, people out west do have the opportunity to ski and snowboard and, other winter sports that they can get to if they you have to climb sometimes. Lifts aren't always spinning. Like this year, COVID has the lift shut down. The only place that has lifts turning, I think, right now is Timberline, if they still do. I didn't look this morning to see if they're closed open or if they did close. I can't even remember. How terrible is that? Tim's memory comes back around again to bite him in the ass. Awesome. In any case, there are places in the United States where one could ski in our summer. Like if you go to the Southern Hemisphere, skiing in July is nothing because that's when you do it. But I don't know if their Independence Day celebrations are in July offhand. I don't know every Independence Day for every country that's had to have an independence. I don't know every one offhand. I don't know. Someone must. There must be someone who has every single Independence Day memorized. And that's kind of impressive. I couldn't do it. Pardon my drink again. But, Southern Hemisphere, you can, obviously, if you have something going on in July, you can ski. Here we can't necessarily, which is why I've always thought it would be cool to do. For me, again, this episode I think is more for me than anything else. This is just me talking, and obviously Independence Day, July 4th, is on Saturday this year, so I think that gives several people a long weekend. I believe that is correct. I don't remember exactly if it's the Friday or the Monday, or both, maybe. I don't know offhand. I'm not looking at a calendar, but I always thought it would be great to do because although people do it, it's not the most common thing. But what a great way to celebrate if one could. And the thing is, I've been talking about doing it for years and years and years and have never done it for various reasons. I have my reasons just like everybody else has their reasons for doing or not doing something. And it's okay. It's okay that I haven't done it, although I have talked about it. But then I've been talking about getting a tattoo since I was 16. Still don't have one. Been talking about getting a motorcycle license since I had my driver's license when I was 17. Still haven't done that. you don't always get around to what you talk about. And it's not even a question of getting around to it, which there is a joke about that too. One time I was given a round to it, TUIT. So you could probably get that joke. So I had around to it. So I got around to it. I could get around to things. Old joke. Actually, that was from like 6th grade, I think. But anyway, never gotten around to doing it, taking the travels out to places that have the high enough mountains to be able to go ahead and do some skiing on 4th of July. Even like last season would have been perfect because there were a bunch of places that were open in July of 2019. Like, it was practically still snowing. There was so much snow on the ground. You could do it. You could go out west and you could do it with ease. Where this year, not so much. While there is snow in places, you still see videos coming out of a few places where people are still going. Kid got hurt over here at Tuckerman Ravine in New Hampshire the other day going to snowboard it. There's a little snow up there, but he got hurt because he was unprepared, because it gets ugly in the spring and in the summer, for when you are able to continue to ride it during those seasons. But so it is possible, and it is actually possible closer to home, because Tuckerman Ravine, you can get up there sometimes. And again, I'm sticking to the U.S. because it's our Independence Day. It's American holiday. But I never took the time to go out there, but I always wanted to, because it always seemed, and as I said, and I didn't mean to get off track, which I typically do, as you know, it seems just like it's such a cool thing to do here, because typically we, when you think of the United States, you think July, summer, no snow. But there is in some places. There absolutely is, and it can be done. And I thought, man, what a difference, because we celebrate other holidays on the mountains. Thanksgiving for the places that have snow in November. Christmas, obviously. New Year's, obviously. MLK Day in February, Valentine's Day. People ski on Valentine's Day all the time and look for love on the ski hills. Yeah, man. And into March, we get into Easter. We can ski on Easter, but 4th of July, a summer holiday, like skiing on that and doing it natural. Like, once big snow opens, everyone here you can get to New Jersey, or who lives around New Jersey and can get there with ease, will be able to ski every holiday if they can, depending on how many tickets they can sell, and being packed. Obviously, everything's more packed on a holiday because most people are off, and that is part of skiing on 4th of July, because not everybody's off, or they just have the weekend off and they can't necessarily, even with the weekend off, it's not necessarily good enough or enough time to jump on an airplane, go somewhere, get your ski days in, to get back to the airport, to get back home. And if you're doing it with family, holy smokes, that might be hard, depending on how many family you have. If you are a couple with one child, might be easy. If you're a couple with 10 children, not so easy for that size family. It's a little difficult. Travel, we've talked about this. Travel may or may not be difficult, dependent upon your situation. Number of people, size of car. Do you like to fly? I don't like to fly. So, not that I won't do it, but if I can avoid it, I do. So I can't just jump on the plane and go skiing on the 4th of July. But I figured it would be just awesome to do sometime, because it's not something we typically think of. There's people in this country who don't even think of that. People who are like, holy shit, because you don't think about it. You just don't, because it's July is summer. July is going outside and wearing shorts and wearing t-shirts, Ski Rex Media t-shirts, which are available at the merch shop in the link in the description. Doesn't matter, audio or video versions, everywhere you get the audio version. Go check that out. Shameless plug aside, it's beach time. It's grilling in the backyard time, which is why these are big things that are done to celebrate. People get out to grills. People go to the beach. People get out their convertible cars and just ride out. People go for picnics. You don't see a lot of picnicking in the winter. You don't see a lot of Christmas picnics, but to this point, I will do it. I'm absolutely going to do it, because it doesn't happen often, at least not for me. And I think that's, again, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I think this one is for me because I think it would be awesome. I think it would be awesome. And you see it when it can happen. People post stuff up about this all the time. They talk, you see them with their Uncle Sam garb and the flags and doing the whole thing, but they're doing it while skiing down a mountain when typically the rest of the country is at the beach, which is fine too. I don't mind the beach. Sunblock is a wonderful thing. Make sure you wear it. It doesn't matter if you're at the beach or if you do have the opportunity to be at the ski hill, put your sunblock on. Absolutely. Do it. That's a safety tip from me to you. Safety, because it can be a factor in your health. It can. And that's why I don't play around. Put it on every day. Every day. Okay? But yeah, it's something nobody thinks about doing. And I would love to do it just for that reason. Just to say I did it once. Just to say, you know what? July is a summer month in the United States. There is very little snow on the ground. If you take up the entire country, and if you add up the square mileage or square acreage or square hectares or whatever you want to do, it's a fraction of the country, the places that have snow this time of year. And that snow has typically been sitting there. Although this year, in the last couple of weeks, there has been snow falling. Not a lot, but noticeable amount. So it can happen. But it's typically what's left over. And, if there's cold enough nights, you can blow some, I guess. I don't see why not. But, I think it would just be awesome. I think it would be awesome. And I hope that some of you have that opportunity. But if you're going to do it, man, do it right. I mean, I know you're going up there to ski, but make sure you show your colors. Get out the flag t-shirt if you have one. Get out the Uncle Sam hat if you have one. Put a flag in your pocket or in your pocket, wherever your pocket may be, or hanging off your backpack or whatever. It's okay to celebrate the United States' independence. We've been doing it for so long, almost 300 years now. We're not far off from the 300th anniversary. I don't know if I'll see it in my lifetime, because I'll be close to 100 years old. But you know what I mean. We're getting there. And celebrate, man. Because fireworks happen at ski hills anyway. During the winter, sometimes they do fireworks. They do fireworks and the torchlight parade. Still do it. I might go to fireworks this Saturday over at Killington, man. That's Ski Mountain Fireworks. It's just I haven't been up. I went past there the other day and I didn't bother to look because it was raining, so it was cloudy and I couldn't see much of the mountain. And I was going somewhere specific that because of there was a lot of people out here, man. Like, someone must have announced that Vermont's open for business or something, because there were RVers and cars, and I know it's Sunday, but man, there was a lot of people out. It took me much longer to get to where I was going than it should have, and I know that because I came back at like 2 a.m, and again, Killington, you can't see it at 2 a.m, and I didn't feel like driving up to see if I could see up the access road because I was tired and it was still raining. I don't know if there's still snow up there. There was a few weeks ago when I was up there, but there might not be any now. It's been warm, and raining. Like I said, it's been raining almost nonstop. So anyway, I don't know. Geez, I kind of lost my train of thought. But anyway, the point is that if you're going to do it well, do it right. Oh, the fireworks. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be, you can't ski on the ski mountain right now, but there's still going to be fireworks at the ski mountain. So why not combine it at least a little bit? But if you can get out there, man, do it. Because you've heard me preach about the season that doesn't end. Now, and I've talked about it. I shouldn't say preach. That's too strong a word. That's me being dramatic. And I shouldn't be dramatic. That's just stupid. Never be dramatic. Try not to be dramatic. All right. Leave that to the teenagers and then tell them why they need to stop. Pardon my drink once again. Excuse me. I talk about all the time the season that doesn't end. The season doesn't have to end anymore. In the 21st century, with our ability to travel, our ability to manipulate nature with snow guns and things of the like, our ability to use technologies like plastic hills. Like, there is skiing. I don't know what Snowflex hours are down there in Virginia. I talk about that place a lot too, because I'd like to check it out. I don't know if they're open for the holiday. Like I just don't know their hours offhand. But you could ski down there. But is it the same? Or you could go to Big Snow, or that's our only indoor facility right now. If it were open, it's still closed due to COVID closures there in New Jersey. So it's but if it were open, you could ski there. But does it count? Does it count? I've always said, don't let people tell you something doesn't count. Don't let anybody tell you you're not a real skier. You're not a real snowboarder. If it was open, I could absolutely ski this Saturday, and I probably would have. I would have gotten my tickets, head down, do it, maybe stay overnight, maybe come back. Who knows? It's only a 6-hour drive, which is kind of long after you've done a day on the hill, but it's not a full day. Even if you get a 4-hour session, it's not a full day. And I've driven further on being even more tired than that, I'm sure. So, it is possible. Or Plastic Hill, but man, I kind of want to do it au naturel. I want to get out there in nature and ride honest, like fall from the sky snow. Like Big Snow is real snow, but it's snow gun snow, obviously, because it's inside. It's a big freezer. But I want to do it au naturel style. What fell from the heavens, covered the hill, and I want to ride it. Now, I know... Now, there might be some of you who are thinking, Tim, we all know you can't go up into the elevation, can't go to those altitudes. I can. I just have to plan for it better than other people do, or plan for it more than other people do. There's ways around it. There's pills and devices and all kinds of stuff. There's all kinds of things you can do. So it is possible, but I would still count it. It's only half cheating to do inside or a Plastic Hill. It's only half cheating. So if those places are open and you want to celebrate the independent, you have an Independence Day celebration, on a hill and ski it and get full Independence Day regalia, you can do that, and you can do it in the East. It's just not the same as doing it in the West, or the West, I should say. Yes, I'm pointing at you, but that is West for me, and East, and then North, and then South, obviously. Beyond that, I don't think there's much more I have to say about it. I just think it's cool. Is it an American dream? I did put that on the thumbnail. Skiing on the 4th of July, an American dream, question mark? I don't think it's an American dream. It's not even a dream for me. It's just something I think would be really kind of cool, really kind of awesome. Just because... Again, it's the 4th of July. Might as well celebrate. People go to the beach all the time. People get out their grills all the time. Fireworks is almost a given. And although I know in the year 2020, COVID-19 has canceled, or because of COVID-19, there have been many celebrations that have been canceled. But I don't know, man. If you live near a fireworks legal state like I do, like Vermont, fireworks are not legal. Neither is Massachusetts, I don't think, or New York State. Is New York State? I don't think New York State, or whatever. But New Hampshire is. New Hampshire does have legal fireworks, and people have been going over there. I heard tell the other day of a fireworks store in southern New Hampshire. The line was like around the building and out to the road, and starting to come out onto the road. Believe me, people are not going to be missing out. If you live in close to a fireworks state, even if your state doesn't have them, because let's be honest, people are going over the border to get them. Just look up in the sky after dark on the 4th of July in your neighborhood. You might still see fireworks. Or you may have, your town may have set up something. We do have a couple towns around here that have, set up, whatever they need to do for social distancing and things like this to stay within the state's guidelines. To still have a celebration like this, because things are opening up. So celebrate the way you want. I just think that celebrating on the snow would be great if possible, or at least on a pair of skis. And man, that would have been great. I would have loved to do it. Like I said, if Big Snow was open, I might have made the 4th of July my return to the stage. Why not use Independence Day as my independence from being whatever it was that kept me off the hill, which I know what it was, but we don't need to get into that right now. I don't know. What do you think? Skiing on Independence Day? Because for some people it is just a yearly event. And I mean, now look, I'm not super big into holidays anyway. I'm trying to bring myself back around and be more positive about holidays. There's a whole reason that I'm not. There's a couple reasons why I'm just was stop being big on holidays. Not really my thing for a long time, but I'm trying to get back into it. Trying to get back in the spirit of things, in the spirit of the holiday, which was another reason I would have loved to do it this year. Even at Big Snow, again, like I said, I would love to go au natural, but people who do it where there is snow naturally, it's a yearly thing for them. So are they bored with it? Is it not as cool? As they look at me and are they going to hear this and say, Tim, it's really not that big of a deal. It really isn't a big deal. And I'm not saying it is a big deal. I'm just saying it's not commonly done, so it might be fun to do. I don't know, but I'm going to end this one here for the most part because I don't want to take up all your time. I don't know how busy you are leading up to the holiday because if it is, if the observed day is Friday, the 3rd, then you might have that long weekend. And that means you need to be working today and tomorrow to make sure you are done so you are ready for the weekend. Now, and like I said, also, I'm going to say Happy Independence Day, Happy 4th of July to my American friends and fans of Ski Rex Media because it is coming up and we are not doing the live stream and virtual après party this weekend on Saturday because it is July 4th, and if people are going to be doing something, that's when they're going to be doing it. And I don't think I can contend with the holiday. I think it'll be one of those times where I might be talking to myself, especially around 8 o'clock when the sun is going down and the fireworks are going to come out for people who have them, whether their town is able to do them or whether they are just watching what's going on in their neighborhood or shooting them off themselves or just having a socially distant family get together or whatever it may be. So we're not doing the virtual après party on Saturday. I will do it next Saturday. I will pick the topic and start plugging that. Also, Happy Canada Day to my Canadian friends. That is today, the day I'm recording, Wednesday, July 1st. And I'm recording this on the morning. See, I already recorded this episode once. I already did. And last night I looked at it, getting ready to post it. I'm like, you know what? It's garbage. It's garbage. What I did just now is so much better than what I had done. So I scrapped it. I was like, you know what? We can go a little late as long as I can get something better, as long as I could speak better, speak more clearly, not have a trouble. Like I just looked and I'm going for 23 minutes. Like yesterday, it felt like 23 minutes and like 3 minutes went by. I was like, ugh, that's just garbage. That's just garbage talk. And we're not doing that here. I'm trying to get better. So that is why also that this episode is going up late, but it should go up. Let's see, it's 11:45 now. It should be up before 1 o'clock easy. And you will all obviously have seen that already because you're at this point in the episode listening to it or watching it, #watching. And, obviously it got done and obviously it's up. All right. So Happy Independence Day this weekend because I will not be around. But keep an eye on Ski Rex Media, social media, because you never know. If I do go out for fireworks, maybe I'll do something live out there while I'm doing it. Just on like Instagram or Facebook. I can't do it on YouTube live. You need 1,000 subscribers. So if you share everything and get me up to 1,000 subscribers, then we can keep that going. And it'll be much easier for everyone to find that way, I think. Okay, so happy Independence Day, happy Canada Day. Please, if you did like this episode, like it wherever if you're watching it on YouTube, it's straightforward. The like, the subscribe, the notification bell, it's all right below the screen, whether you're watching on your phone, on a computer, on your television. Well, the television's not right below the screen. That all depends on if you're using a PlayStation, an Xbox, a Roku, Google Chromecast, whatever you're using. You might have to figure that out, but subscribe if you would. I would appreciate it. If you liked it, like it. If you didn't or didn't like it, tell me in comments. The email for places that can't comment, because you really can't comment on the audio versions, but there is the email, which is also linked down there, skirexforever with the number 4 at gmail.com. There's also the Patreon if you want to support the program because you think it's cool and you want me to keep doing it, and because through the support of the program, I have this fancy new camera that looks much better. And we're going to change up the studio in the background. I know it's kind of lopsided right now, but there's a whole thing to that, and we'll deal with that. Also, if you are the audio listeners, thank you for listening. I know you don't care about the what's going on in this lackluster Studio One, but I'm glad that you are sticking around to hear that. Also, the sticker campaign. Look at that little square 2x2 stickers. Sending out more today. If you want to request a few of them, I'll send you a few. Go to any of the Ski Rex Media social media accounts, social media pages. Follow me on there, and then use their direct messaging capabilities to send me a message and tell me where to send some stickers. Yesterday I sent some out to PA, to New Jersey. Today I'm sending some out to Virginia, more to PA. Few to Colorado, and even some to Indonesia. So Ski Rex Media is traveling, and thank you for helping spread the word. If you would like to do that, I would love to give you some of those so you can slap them around and help me spread the word. Hashtag SRM Walking Billboard. Okay, enough of the plugs. Everything you need to know and need to see is down in the description, both audio and video versions. Happy Independence Day to my American friends on Saturday. Happy Canada Day, excuse me, to my Canadian friends for today, and happy everything else. I will see you guys when I see you on the next live stream, which will be not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 11th. All right? Have a good day, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the program. I enjoy you enjoying the program. Thank you for watching. Later.